We hit terror bases. There are no terror bases in India to hit. There are no terrorist organizations in India listed in the UN or the State Department anywhere else. So what do you hit? You hit civilians. You hit innocent people. That is the asymmetry of this particular conflict.
Congress MP Shashi Tharoor, on June 5th, while addressing an event in Washington, D.C., shed light on the complexities of India's fight against terrorism. Referring to the Pahalgam terror attack, Tharoor emphasized that India's fight is against terrorism, not Pakistan's civilians.
Is there any sense in India that there may be a need for a different way to think about strategic posture?
Sir, again, as I said, these are things the military is thinking about. I mean, all I can say is that the world of warfare has been changing dramatically since the beginning of the Ukraine conflict. And increasingly, the use of drones, for example, it's striking that neither country actually crossed over into the other's airspace at any stage of these 4 days. Everything is being done from a distance now. Drones, missiles, technologies have moved quite significantly. What was old-fashioned and awful and tragic was the indiscriminate Pakistani artillery shelling, which should never have been done in the manner it was. I mean, but you can understand why. We hit terror bases. There are no terror bases in India to hit. There are no terrorist organizations in India listed in the UN or the State Department anywhere else. So what do you hit? You hit civilians. You hit innocent people. That is the asymmetry of this particular conflict. We have tried not just to be precise and calibrated in our response, but we have tried systematically to signal we are not interested in war with Pakistan. We're not interested in attacking Pakistani civilians, ordinary people. This is about India versus terrorism. And as far as we're concerned, situating the problem where it belongs is, if you don't want places in your territory to be hit because they're housing terrorists, why don't you shut down the safe havens? Why don't you arrest these leaders? Why don't you close their bank accounts? Why don't you disband these organizations or call them illegal? If you're not prepared to do any of that, then I'm afraid this is the only way we can deal with it, because we are not going to sit back at our homes and be hit at your convenience. That's not going to happen.